Hi everybody, and welcome to part 1 of 3 of another mod showcase. This is one that I've been wanting to do for a while. If you can kind of get a feel from the vibe of the set behind me, it is medieval in nature, shall we say. And this is the Ancient Warfare mod. Yeah, so it's part 1 of 3. It's a big mod, so welcome to the village. Pretty little village, just something I knocked together for it. Okay, so Ancient Warfare. What is Ancient Warfare about? Well, it's a modular mod, but it is odd in the nature that the modules are all packed into one jar file when you install it currently. So there's the core mod, there is the automation mod, there is the NPC mod, and there is the building mod, and there is a mod element core section, whatever you want to call it, in the works called the vehicles mod, which is not with us as yet. So to get started in Ancient Warfare, you're going to need 3 blocks. You are going to need to make with 4 iron, 2 gold, planks, crafting bench, chest. You're going to need to make one of these things, and this is the research table. You will also need to make with 2 iron, 3 paper and 4 leather a research book. I would recommend making 2 research books, because the research book dictates what you can craft in this, which is the construction table, and that is 6 iron, planks, crafting bench and chest. So I'm talking about research. What do I mean? Well, first thing you need is you take a book. You're going to craft one of these research books, and you need to bind it to yourself by right clicking it in the air. Once you've bound it to yourself, you will put it into your research table. You go into your research queue, and it will give you a choice of text to research. Now, this is a tech research tree, so for example, if you follow the invention line and you add that, you can hover over it, it will tell you the components you need to research it, and you add it to the queue, and that will open up the engineering line. The engineering line will then open up further items and so on and so forth. And I will put a quick shot of the research, well, I will put a PDF of the research tree, including all the items you need in the research to research these things and the items they give, in the description. Took me a while to work it all out, but it has proved really handy for me. Now, there are, it's worth noting, a number of research items which will give you no benefit currently. Such things as flight doesn't take you to any new research trees, and it doesn't give you anything. Now, that will obviously come with the vehicle module when we get flight. Naval warfare, similarly. Siege warfare, similarly. Advanced siege warfare, all of these have no benefit. In fact, there's actually no benefit following the tactics research line when you get, if you were to go and take leadership, conscription, command. This one, tactics and there onwards, gives you no benefits currently, because these are all for this missing module. But anyway, as I say, I will put that research tree in the description, and what you would do then is you put the items required in there, so 12 sticks thing, so you'd hit the, once that was in, it would research across the thing. Takes about 200 ticks, it's not long at all, 10 seconds, and then it opens up the next item. So what do you need to do all these research? What do you need to research everything, should I say? Well, if you look in this chest, this is the actual items you will need to complete the full research tree. Now, this is not necessarily the items in the research tree. So for example, I have broken down hoppers. Instead of putting the hoppers in there, I've put in the iron and the wood that would be required to make the chest in. So you're going to need a couple of apples, nearly 2 stacks of coal, 3 diamonds, an emerald, 5 fish, 30 gold, 32 gunpowder, 3.5 stacks of iron, 1/4 stack of lapis, some leather, some netherrack 30, some wood, quite a bit of paper, 2 and a bit stacks, best part of a stack of redstone, some sand, smooth stone, quite a lot of string, 64, 48, and what's that string? You need 112 string, 28 wheat, 26 wool, and 15 cobble. So quite a bit, quite a lot of raw materials, but bear in mind some of those research items are not necessary, so you can skip some of that. Now once you've researched them, you will put your research book in here. In fact, let me just show you the research there. So we need some sticks. Just give me some sticks, just give me a stack of wood, give me some sticks. This is not the way to do it, by the way, because I've just whacked a whole load of stuff in there. Stick, string, charcoal and torch. Oh, I haven't got charcoal, because the wood, of course, is the charcoal. Ignore me, we'll not get the research done. So you would put your research book in here, and then you would craft as usual. You do have storage in there, and yeah, that will draw from that, craft the items. But you can only craft ancient warfare items, or the majority of the ancient warfare items, in an ancient warfare construction table. The exceptions being these items here. Anyway, let's push on, because we've got a lot to cover. So other items you can construct. Wooden gears, 4 sticks and oak. Now let me just turn down my animal noises, because I hadn't realised that I'd left those on. Better. So that will make you wooden gears. You can make a wooden bushing set with 4 sticks, a wooden torque shaft with 3 planks, iron gears with 5 iron, bushing set, iron bushing set. There's another mod in here which is clashing, so it doesn't make that. It does make the iron bushing set, the actual pillars mod. 3 iron will make you iron torque shaft. You can make steel by combining iron and coal, and then you can use the same recipes we had for iron, so steel gear set, steel bushing and steel torque shaft. Now all of these things are used to make several items, but let's start off with some of the basics. This is a crop farm. 2 wooden gears, iron hoe, some wood and some planks, cheap as chips, will give you a crop farm. And if we were to look in there, we have a crop farm. Now you can power this yourself. You can sit there and right click it with a hammer and it will run itself, but you might as well just harvest the damn things yourself if you're going to do that. Now there are several ways to power these machines. The simplest is NPCs. Yep, you heard me, non-player characters. To run NPCs you're going to need several things, however. The first thing you are going to need is a town hall block. Again, cheap as chips, stone blocks, planks and a chest, and that will give you this, a town hall block. You can dictate the range that this town hall block covers, and if your NPCs die, you've got a death list in there as well to keep track of them. To make NPCs you will need a food package. And a food package is made up of apples, cooked pork chop, 2 steaks, some cooked chicken and a water bottle. We'll give you a food package. And then finally, 2 gold, a food package and a wooden pickaxe will give you a worker NPC. So I'm going to take a hoe, we've got a worker NPC, we have got some crops, and out here we've got a little space set aside for our farm. So we'll place that down. There's our farm. You can see the area this is covering. It's only a 5x5, and yeah, nothing much to it. You've got your resources you put in there, so you've got your seeds can go in, carrots and potatoes, for example. The farm will do any standard farm crop. Special resources is bone meal, and this is where your harvest items will appear. But of course, nothing is happening. For that we need this fella, this NPC. So we're going to place him down. We're going to give him a hoe, and with a bit of luck in a moment, are you going to do some work for me? Yep, he's working. Gets a little icon over his head. You'll see he's got 20 life. You can name him. Now if you want to fiddle around with the jar file, you can also insert your own skins in there. I've personally not bothered. And these things will come to, there's an upkeep order slot and a manual order slot, which we'll come to later. You can give him armor, you can give him a shield or the item in his offhand. But you can see this guy's working away, doing his thing, hoeing the ground. He's preparing the area for us, and eventually once he's done that, not the fastest in the world to be fair, Eventually, once he's done that, he will start planting the seeds, and obviously once the seeds have matured, for want of a better phrase, he will harvest the seeds and put the seeds back into the resources slot, and he will so these will fill up first for potatoes and carrots, because obviously they are the seeds. Seeds will go in there, wheat will come in the top here. So we'll let him just do his thing for a while, and we'll have a look at some of the other farm options we have. So yeah, we have got the animal farm. Animal farm, sword, gears, wood, chest, simple as. Fish farm, or fishing. Now that has to go obviously over water, and that is as simple as the same recipe, but replace it with a fishing rod. Over here we have the mushroom farm. Use a shovel and the same recipe there. Can farm on mycelium and can farm on soul sand. If you don't farm it on mycelium, you do need to obviously obey the criteria for mushroom growing, the darkness criteria. So that's that one. The reed farm also does other things, but iron shovel in there with the same recipe. So that can do sugarcane, cocoa beans and cactus. And finally the tree farm is with the same recipe with an axe, and you whack your stuff in there, and as you can see you have a worker for that particular setup. So let's go down here and just set these guys off quickly. So we have got wheat, seeds and carrots. Obviously that is the food of these fellas. So again, well, we've been picking up eggs while I've been building the set here, so we'll give them their food. We have got a farmer, and we'll give him his tool of choice and let him go to work. Now he's probably going to, where are you off to? Is he off to get food? He's gone to get food from the town hall block, and he's currently working the fish farm, typical. Now over here we can put in netherworts, mushrooms and mushrooms. So netherworts on there will grow, and so he's planted some mushrooms. This particular one we can stick in cactus, cocoa beans and sugarcane. So we'll set him off with the sugarcane for starters, and maybe he'll deign to come down here. And finally in this one we are going to get this other NPC. We'll give this some saplings, and we'll place our worker NPC, and we'll give him an axe. Now the axe is what gives him his job, and he is now a lumberjack. So lumberjack will go back over there. He'll start planting saplings. When they grow, he'll harvest them, put the saplings back into the sapling area, and the logs will go in there. All very simple. Now you'll notice this guy has now got more health. He's gone up, and this is because he's increasing his level. So as he does more work, he gets better at what he does, and his level increases. You can see he's already caught a fish and some ink sacs. This farmer has come over here. Oh, and he has actually done the breeding. So you can see the XP has dropped for us, so we can have that. So he's run out of work over there. He's got 24 health. Let's go and have a quick peek at how he's going. Yep, it's all planted, and eventually once that had grown he will come back and harvest that. So these guys are fairly clever. They will hunt around for work. Their pathfinding and ability to find work is a little bit bad, because he's not supposed to go over there. That's episode 2. Damn it. Oh well. They are NPCs, they have artificial intelligence, they will do what they see fit. What I would like is this guy to stop fishing and come over here and plant me some sugar canes. So we'll plant sugar canes, obviously they need water. He will also do cocoa beans. Oh, somebody's just put some work in on that. And he will also do cactus. And they will all harvest as usual. Oh, he's overworking now. What are you doing? What are you working at? Show me. Show me what you're up to. Oh, he's planted a cactus. Eventually. Oh, I didn't want you. Now, you normally wouldn't mix your farm up like this, obviously. You would plant, you know, just one thing in a farm. So this is why it's going a little bit screwy. Now, one thing to bear in mind, these NPCs, their pathfinding ability is terrible. Don't expect them to navigate around complicated terrain doing things for you, because they will fail. And if you've watched my Ancient Warfare Let's Play series, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So over here we have some other NPC types and a few items as well. We have, for starters, the lute, the musician NPC, who has the lute and as his tool. He also has the drum, the flute and the harp. These are all just instruments. And finally the other NPC is the cleric. So if we get a sorry, not musician, a bard. If we come and plonk the bard down, oh, that was a priest. So this is the priest. Sorry, got the wrong one. The priest's function is to resurrect these idiots when they kill themselves. So if this guy dies, the priest can resurrect him and he'll bring him back. Now he will drop his equipment and everything. You will have to re-equip him. Now this is what I mean about their AI and pathfinding. They can do some pretty stupid things. So yeah, that's what the priest does. Doesn't really do a lot. Now if you come in here and we take this guy, this is our musician, and he has another button, the advanced user interface. You can add a tune, and in there you can type in the name of some tunes. The tunes are all in a PDF manual. This has got a fairly lengthy manual, actually it's 50 pages. And basically you type the tune in there and this guy will just wander around and play the tunes for you. I'm not going to do it because my music in Minecraft just winds me up. Should you ever want to get rid of these guys, you don't want them about the place, just click on them, click repack, and there you go. He's a handy little item. Similarly, I was going to repack the priest. The priest has probably, no you haven't, okay, we'll get you out of the way, sorry. And yeah, just keep these guys out of the way. So these are just kind of supporting roles. They're almost like that. Oh, lumberjack, hey, work. He's chopped 3 logs. Oh, he's doing some. There you go. Bonk. And bonk. Yeah, we've lost our other NPC. Okay, so the final item I want to cover in this particular segment of the showcase is over here. This is the Quarry, and it is probably one of the most useful items in the pack. Certainly because of the requirement you have for gold and iron. So the Quarry is, again, exactly the same recipe: wooden gears, iron pickaxes, a whole bunch of wood. You will probably want to build some tool upgrades. These come in 3 flavors. They come in basic, advanced and improved, I think it is. So that's a basic tool upgrade. In its default configuration, the Quarry will mine as if it had stone tools. If you take it to the next level, it will mine as if it had iron tools, and the next level is diamond tools, and I believe the ultimate one will mine everything. I'm trying to imagine what you couldn't mine with diamond tools, but nothing to come into mind. Anyway, so we can take a worker with a pickaxe and we can take this tools upgrade. Now let us start off down here. So I've set up a little quarry area, nothing fancy, and because I do these showcases in a super flat redstone ready world, I have simulated some ores. So this is a quarry, not much going on there. You can do things, there are sides. This stuff really indicates the output direction if you want to put hoppers. The bounds will allow you to increase and decrease the sides, so we can take that down. I'm going to keep it where it was and east and west will allow you to position these things. So if I, for example, go in here and say I want to go east, you'll notice the box shifts to the right. So we'll keep that as was. We'll put our miner down and we'll give him a pickaxe. Now he's going to go immediately to the nearest town hall, which would be that one. He'll grab some food, and now he's working. And he's there. Bang. He's mined as a cobblestone. And bang. He's mined as another cobblestone. And so on. And so forth. Just moving across the quarry slowly. And it is slowly. Now you're going, that's so slow. Why the hell would I want to do that? Well, there are other ways to power these things. You probably wouldn't power this later on in the game with a miner. You would want to power this with some machinery. And it's mining the iron quite happily. Now, eventually, when he gets down to it, if he gets down to a block he can't break, and I'm trying to remember what level I actually hid that. I don't think I did it too deep. He will fail to mine it. He just can't obviously mine, say, gold with basic tools, or diamond, or any of the advanced stuff. So eventually, as I say, he's very slow. He will get that going. Now while we're doing, let's just go and have a look how we're doing over here. Not that one, there. So this has just got eggs. Now the animal farm, let's look at some of the other options. You've got the bounds, you've got the sides as per normal tools. Other, you can tell it how many maximum of each type of animal to keep, and once it reaches that number, anything above that it will butcher and take their drops. So that's the animal side. The other button on the fish, oh, he's doing well. By the way, one of these things, you will never go hungry again, in all seriousness. If you click other on here, you can tell it to stop harvesting ink, and that will stop getting you ink sacks, and eventually, you are going to want not to have ink. It's kind of a given. This has nothing, it just harvests. Oops, similar with this, and the tree farm has no extra options either. So those are just a few things to be aware of there. Now here, you'll see he's missed the redstone because he can't mine redstone. He has got the iron and stuff. Let's shift right click the tools onto it, give him the tool upgrade. Oh, now he's got the redstone. Now he's playing ball. So yeah, that is the Quarry, an absolutely brilliant tool, but probably not the fastest if you're relying on this guy to run it. So that's the basics. That is the machines. This is some of the NPC work. And in the next part, I want to cover a few more of the advanced features, which are over there, where my bloody farmer has just run off to. And we'll have a look at a few more items within the Ancient Warfare mod. Obviously, he's not working here, so he's probably starving to death, actually. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and until part 2, I will see you soon, and bye for now.